I think about the history of Shannon going back to the 1930s, we started off with just one hospital. If you look at it today, we have several clinics throughout San Angelo as well as surrounding areas, and then we have several hospital-based campuses. Our vision at Shannon is to be trusted, and when we say trusted, it's trusted by the patients and families that are coming to Shannon, but also trusted by the people that work here within Shannon. Our mission is to provide exceptional health care to our family, friends, and neighbors. And what we really mean by that is when patients and families that come to Shannon, we want to treat them just like our closest loved ones, our family. San Angelo is located in a beautiful part of West Texas. We actually have a little bit of water and a little bit of trees. It's actually a very beautiful place filled with great people, great schools, and great communities. San Angelo is actually sitting in Tom Green County. And surrounding Tom Green County is another 24 counties. This is our service area. And our service area stretches anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half away from us. Now, in some of these environments, you have other smaller hospitals, which are so important to us out here in West Texas. We are so lucky to be in San Angelo. We have a lot of great partners surrounding us. One is Goodfellow Air Force Base. We work with them quite a bit in terms of making sure that they have what they need from a healthcare standpoint. We also have a great relationship with the city leadership as well as the county leadership. And we work hand in hand with them on any interest that involves healthcare throughout San Angelo. We also have a great partnership with Angelo State University as well as Howard College.
The Shannon Clinic is one of the largest multi-specialty clinics in Texas, actually. We have almost 400 providers. 100 of those are advanced practice staff, but also spans all the specialties, including primary care and all the surgical specialties that we could need for our community. This is a real collaborative practice where we get to work closely with our partners and the specialists, and we know each other, and that makes it fun to come to work.
We really initially had kind of a transitory approach to coming to Shannon. And then when we got here, got involved with the community, got involved with the medical staff, it really just turned out to be kind of more of a life commitment as we've grown with the organization. At Shannon, we have a really wide array of technology that we use to help take care of our patients. We have 5 Da Vinci surgical robots. We have an Ion, a robotic bronchoscopy system. We have 2 Mako orthopedic surgery robots. So that's just an example of some of the really advanced technology that we use here to help take care of our patients in the procedural areas. Shannon partnered with the Mayo Care Network to ensure that we have access to the latest and greatest academic medicine and expertise that we can then bring back to our patients located here in the Conjo Valley. In the next 12 months, we're expanding our ICU to double its capacity to 39 beds. We're adding multiple med-surg and tele-beds upstairs. So we're really transforming this whole medical center into really, I call it's like a big city medical center, but in a small town feel. So very exciting for the future capabilities and our ability to take care of our patients here.
You know, I think that there's a lot of exciting things that have happened here and continue to happen here at Shannon. You know, there's been a huge growth, not only from the infrastructure and as we talked about the things that we're able to bring patients, the procedures and care, but I think the next frontier that Chris and I have been dedicated to in our team, our cardiology team, is bringing clinical research here to Shannon. And, you know, this is, I think, just the beginning for us. So we're thankful for the support that the administration and the institution is giving towards that, because it truly is how patient care advances.
The innovation that Shannon provides for a rural community hospital is amazing. The services that you can get here in West Texas and not having to travel to a metropolis is just bar none. Most community hospitals don't have the resources, the funding that Shannon has to provide the state-of-the-art, innovative, new, best care for our patients. Part of Shannon's effort to meet the needs of our West Texas community, especially those areas that are underserved, medically speaking. Shannon is investing in graduate medical education, where we're going to bring family practice residents to our local community. We're going to train them in the art and the science of medicine so that they can then go out into our rural communities to provide family practice care, not just here in San Angelo, but also in our rural communities.
In different cities, especially larger cities, you're separate from, say, general surgery or separate from neurosurgery. That's not the way it is at Shannon, and the clinics worked real hard to make sure that we all are one team. So we all are employed by Shannon. We all work together. We're all held to the same standard, and therefore that helps communication with your peers, such as neurosurgery, which is very difficult in bigger cities. It's not here. You pick up the phone and you have a direct line to call and communicate with those specialists and make sure the patients get taken care of in the emergency department as they should. It's a community, and you feel like you're a part of that community. Where in emergency medicine, a lot of times you can be separated from other specialties because you're managed by a group. You're not managed by a group here. You're managed by the same clinic that's managing all the specialists. And to me, that you can't get that anywhere else.
I've been here for 12 years. We've grown a lot. We've grown a lot in those past years, both on the primary care side and the specialty side. But it's been nice to see the growth in subspecialty care. And even though there's now a lot more specialists, I feel like we're still able to reach out to those specialists very easily to provide adequate care for our patients. It's very nice to be able to text or call or have that easy access to our subspecialist. The one reason why I'm able to continue to practice traditional medicine is my colleagues.
Our colleagues, our consultants are so amazing. You know, you get to learn their stories, their life, their training background. That's amazing, impressive. So I think that's what makes Shannon also very strong. There's now the Mayo Clinic option where there's very challenging cases or cases that are maybe able to have or get into a clinical trial, patients that will benefit from that. We have the Mayo Clinic, which I've used and I love it. Within a few days, you have a full consult from a top-notch doc at Mayo with all of the instructions, and sometimes it's, you know, just send her over or send him over, we'll take care of the rest.
When we first interviewed, my main concern was that there was going to be enough patients for both of us because we have the same specialty and we didn't want to compete against each other. And this has been a perfect place for us because there's so many patients and so much growth in our community and so much growth within the Shannon system. I mean, there's new buildings, there's new cancer center, new offices right across, and all the other satellite openings that we've had. It's grown significantly since we came.
So San Angelo is a great town. It's a great place to raise kids. We got everything you need, but there isn't a bunch of traffic. It's easy to get to the hospital. I spend 5 minutes getting to the hospital every morning and 5 minutes getting home. Sometimes I wish my commute was longer. So the reality is it's a great place to raise kids and a great place to work. When my wife and I moved to San Angelo, we looked at public schools. There are a lot of great options for schools in San Angelo, both public and private. We chose for our children the best thing was San Angelo Independent School District. We think we are giving our kids wonderful skills, not only in education, but socially, that will allow them to succeed in any work environment, in any community.
Well, there's certainly always something to do on the weekends. You know, there's San Angelo Performing Arts Center. They put on some very good shows. We have a great ballet, also the San Angelo Ballet, and the San Angelo Symphony. And you know, San Angelo has its annual rodeo and a roping fiesta. We have a nice lake area. We also have the university. The university has lots of extracurricular activities there, so I've taken my boys out to the baseball games that they have, and lots of good local art shows or local artists, art in uncommon places, and it's a unique community.
Well, our work-life balance here is amazing. I would say, just comparing to, you know, friends back in med school, residency, you know, out of other cities around the U.S. Shannon really wants to keep their physicians and wants them to be happy. And we love our jobs, but we also love our loved ones and our family.
Shannon is investing in our physician well-being. After COVID, it was a crisis, not just here at Shannon, but everywhere. And so with intentionality, Shannon created a position where we can look at our physician well-being and encourage our physicians to identify when they may be having some symptoms of physician burnout, and providing resources to help our physicians and our community to be better.
Yes, I love medicine, there's no question. I have patients literally that have been with me for 36 years, and I wouldn't trade that for all the money in the world. But on the other hand, there's more to life. I have chickens, and I have goats, and I have bees, and I have plants and orchards and all of that, and that's all possible because of where I live. I don't know what heaven's going to be like, but this has been pretty close.
If I had to come up with one reason why someone would want to come to Shannon, you're coming to an organization that cares about the people that work here and want to make sure that they're successful. And second is, we're here to take care of patients and families. And I think if you're focused on coming to an organization that's focusing on its people, its team, as well as focusing on patients and families, this is the right place for you.